My name is Krug.
I'm Indigo. Why are we whispering? I super don't already.
Hi everybody, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Krug.
I'm Indigo.
Today we're here to talk to you about State of Decay 2, a new zombie survival-y, pew-pew permadeath awesome game that I want to play really badly.
All of that is true. State of Decay is a game developed by Undead Labs on the new Unreal Engine. State of Decay 2 already has a release date of May 18th, which means it's right around the corner. And it's got two versions that you can get. The Standard Edition, which is coming out for $29.99.
That's a low price.
Yeah, like what? And then the Ultimate Edition, which is coming out at $49.99. But what do you get in these packages? So Standard Edition, you just get the base game.
Yep.
You know,
You get a video game to play on your video game platform of choice.
Xbox or PC.
Yep.
In the Ultimate Edition, you're going to get a Prepper Pack, which is basically skins for weapons.
Hi everyone, Krug here. We neglected to mention something pretty stupid. There are actually 4 pre-order bonus packages, and the one you receive is determined by where you pre-order from. Best Buy, Amazon, GameStop, the Microsoft Store. Yeah, we hate it too.
It's stupid!
It's stupid.
Whatever, like, that's a thing. But this is the interesting part. You're also going to get 2 additional DLCs or expansions.
A season pass, if you will.
Yeah, for the next 2 though.
Right.
So if...
How many more are there gonna be?
Exactly. The first one is the Independence Pack, which I think is just going to be more skins that are more patriotic, because it talks about, you know, bringing your patriotism to destroying and killing zombies and mowing them over. So it's probably going to have some
firework launchers. The next one's the Daybreak Pack, which is going to introduce a new game mode as well as some other interesting additions to the game. It doesn't seem like it has a specific theme necessarily, at least not one that they've announced, but the new game mode's exciting. And I think that's kind of why you're worried, right? How is the DLC going to work as far as content relative to another player? For example, if he has the new DLC with the Horde mode and I don't, can we still play together? Can I just not play Horde mode with him, or can we not play any games together? Like, there's a lot of questions to be asked there, and there are tons of studios who've approached that kind of situation in various ways. Some of them are hot garbage, specifically the ones that prevent 2 people that want to play with each other from playing together.
The other thing I'm kind of worried about is the fact is that, yes, the game is coming out for less money, but does that also just mean that we are getting less of a game? Right.
Is it $30 because it takes 3 hours to finish, or 6 hours to finish? Or is it $30 because they're planning on making their money back releasing updates? And then if it's the second one, are the updates reasonable amounts of content? Like, and for the price, we don't know the prices. If you don't have the DLC, how much are they going to cost? Like, there's so many ways to mess this up, and they haven't given enough detail for us to be like, yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah, and I'm kind of worried about it that it's just going to be a lot of like here's like the base, you know, here's the base game.
Yeah.
Here's these expansions. You're going to need to get this expansion to play this. You know, kind of like World of Warcraft, where it's like you need
like
the
like the tree thing, the linear progression of expansions, as it were, so that you can't like play, you know, Frozen Throne if you don't have the one that came before that.
Yeah, and
that
so
would suck too.
I'm kind of worried. There's like a couple of things that I'm worried about in that aspect.
Aside from the pricing and the logistics of the game, the combat and like the mechanics involved seem really fun. Essentially, you are overseeing a colony that has a bunch of survivors of the zombie apocalypse. And you have to manage the resources of that colony as well as the survivors in the colony in order to grow without dying. There's a bunch of really interesting mechanics. You don't have a specific character that like embodies yourself. You have a bunch of colonists that you can pick from, and you can get more as the game progresses. And then as you get more colonists, you need more room to house them, more food to feed them, more water, so on and so forth. And that's kind of how you progress through the game. One of the main kind of sticking points, similar to the way XCOM used to work, is that if one of your colonists dies, it's dead. It's permadead. You lose its like skills, you lose its items, you lose it's just gone. I think that's really cool. That adds kind of like a level of tension. And then there's like also a bunch of really interesting like management things. Like, for example, there's a noise mechanic, if you couldn't tell by the beginning of the video. So certain things that you do, for example, building something will be noisy, and if you are building enough things, or if you're building a structure that's large enough, it'll be too noisy, your noise meter will fill up, and it'll start a zombie raid, and the zombies will attack your compound because you're being too noisy. Characters have certain traits that make them either good at a certain thing or able to do something at all. For example, you need somebody with, like, I think the groundskeeper trait in order to build a farm at all. So if your groundskeeper dies, you can't build farms. So it kind of puts a level of stress on losing a character.
Yep.
It's not just you're losing like a foot soldier, you're losing your farmer. So you need to like protect certain people if you don't have very many of them. I think I'm definitely gonna get like
The standard?
the standard, and then see what happens from there.
Yeah, I want to get a little bit further. I'm gonna sign up for if they have any betas or alphas and see if I can get involved with that process, so I can get a little bit of taste of the game and help them improve it. Like I said, I'm a little worried based off of how the pricing scale works. Also, because of the kind of like XCOM / like Darkest Dungeon.
That's another example.
Style of gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm worried that it's a very wide base of like very low levels.
Yeah, because
content.
you have to grind low-level characters all the time as your high ones die.
Exactly, and so it's like I'm worried that it's going to be a lot of like onesie twosie levels, and then it's going to just pyramid out, and your end game content, if you get to that point, is going to be like you get one mission.
Yeah.
Like, now it is set as default that you will be going into your colony, and your friends can actually join in and play and help you out if they want to.
Yeah, up to 4 total.
Yep, total 4. But there's also a mechanic where you can call out to arms or shoot a flare up, and it basically allows people from online
Internet, that
to
have
come and join you.
Yeah, that have flagged themselves as like ready to help. Sort of thing.
I think there's like a mechanic where if you want to go help other people, you go into like go into a list or however it works, and it says these people need help, and you just be like, oh, Bob Smith, that looks like a nice guy, I'm gonna help them out. I don't know how it works. Now the thing I'm kind of worried about is that with the multiplayer, since your friends can come in and play as a character, and if they die, the character dies.
Yeah.
Now I'm worried that with multiplayer that someone's gonna come in, and I don't know their skill level.
That's true. Or they could troll by just like shooting the gun straight up in the air, making a ton of noise, and having tons of zombies come at you. Like,
now, one other really cool thing is that this is going to be adding on to the now kind of growing and
over 100 games
list of games on the Xbox Game Pass. $15 for this and Sea of Thieves.
It's pretty good.
That might be worth it. I know, mind you, as soon as you stop paying, you don't
You
get anything.
lose access to the game. Yeah. So as a Microsoft game, you can also play on Xbox and PC, so whatever platform you prefer, you can do that.
All right, everyone, head down into the comments and let us know, what is your zombie survival plan? You don't need to give us GPS or, locations or tell us what place.
Please don't. We'll delete them. Like what?
Because, I know that you don't necessarily want outsiders coming to your territory.
What's that accent?
You like that?
You want outsiders coming to your territory.
While you guys are down there, make sure to hit the like button. If you hit the dislike button, let us know why you didn't like it. And honestly, if you hit the dislike button, you made it to this far, kudos to you, because that doesn't sound like something that most people do. But if you do like the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you guys can see all of our content, and hit the bell icon so you actually get notifications. YouTube's been a little weird lately, so make sure you do have the bell so that you actually get notifications, because they're kind of just like, I guess we'll send notifications today. While you guys are doing all of that, you can actually go to Twitter and talk to us. My name's Indigo, and you can get me on Twitter at IndigoQT.
And I'm Krug. You can get me at KrugQT on Twitter. You can also get both of us at _QueueTimes. We've been GameGorgon. We'll see you guys tomorrow.